What's going on then, YouTube? Hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. Today we bring you a Kevin Prince Boateng player moments player review. The 86 rated centre attacking mid who has 78 pace, 87 shooting, 84 passing, 87 dribbling, 73 defending and 83 physical. We're going to jump straight into it, show you the gameplay. Where did we play him? First of all, we did play him in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow at right centre mid. I used him on balance and I also used him on get forward and cover centre, just to get an idea of how good he was going forward and obviously how good he was in the defence side of things as well. He is coming in at just less than 50,000 coins, so not a relatively expensive SBC. In terms of chemistry style, what did I go for on him? I started off with a shadow, if I'm honest with you, and then I changed to an engine. I think the shadow is better as a whole, but I just wanted to try and see if he could feel a little bit more nimble on the ball. He is 4-star skill moves. He does have a 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot, sorry. He's 6'1" with medium work rates. The work rates are a little bit of a letdown. I keep talking about work rates. Medium is just so like, I don't know where they belong at times, and I certainly got that feeling from Kevin Prince Boateng. His body type is high and average. With the agility and balance that he's got, which is 80 agility, 80 balance, he did feel a little bit clunky on the ball first of all. Where do I think is his best position? I'd say is like a box-to-box centre midfielder. I don't think he's good enough to play defensively as the out-and-out DM, and I don't think he's good enough to, play in a more attacking role, if I'm perfectly honest with you. Let's go ahead and talk about his pros and cons. How did he feel pace-wise, first of all? Well, he does have 75 acceleration and 81 sprint speed, which isn't terrible depending on what chemistry style you apply. If you apply a shadow chemistry style to him, you are going to increase that. It may not feel like he's completely rapid because of his height and his body type, if I'm honest with you, but yeah, you can go ahead and increase that. So he didn't feel slow, but he didn't feel necessarily quick either. I don't think this is too much of a big deal. If you've used Pogba and you like Pogba, it's a similar sort of feel is kind of what I got from Kevin Prince Boateng. In terms of his shooting, his attacking stats, how did he feel going forward? Well, he did grab a few goals for me throughout the games that we played. He has 86 finishing and 90 composure with 94 shot power. If he does get inside the box, he's going to score, to be honest with you. You cannot moan with those attacking stats that he does provide to you there when going forward. So should you get in the box, go for a power shot across goal, a low driven, he'll be absolutely fine with that. With 87 curve as well, it's not really that bad. You can do the finesse shots. In terms of the player traits that he's got the outside of the foot shot as well, which is a bonus. He doesn't have the finesse shot trait though, which is one thing to take into account. What was his passing like? Well, he has 87 short passing, 81 long passing, and his vision is 85. So to go for those over-the-top through balls, to go for the through balls down the line, all of that is absolutely fine. When we go into the live gameplay, you're going to see some types of passes that he did, which just seemed like a kind of a different animation. The way he hit the ball and the way he struck the ball into the striker's feet was a little bit different. His RBAs, his R1Xs, those low-driven passes were phenomenal. They were so quick. They were so powerful. They managed to just go ahead and skyrocket, directly into the striker's feet. It literally was like a rocket. Absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed using that about him. His dribbling, I'll be honest, it did feel a bit of a letdown. He does have 92 ball control, however, but he just didn't feel that great on the ball. I couldn't really turn with him. I couldn't get what I wanted out of him in the middle of the park, which can be a problem if you're like a ball playing midfielder. If you like to move the ball around and maybe hold possession, this may be a little bit of a hindrance for you. He just didn't feel maybe as good as I wanted him to on the middle, in the middle of the park on the ball. In terms of his defending stats is 73, right? Which defensive awareness is 64. He definitely didn't track back. The medium work rates played a big part in him just not being there in defense. You have to manually bring him back. His second man press didn't feel that good either. I don't think you're going to be getting this guy to play defensively anyway, so I'm not really going to mark him down on this. I just thought it would have been an added benefit if he did have better defensive stats. Should you tackle with him manually, however, he's very good at doing that. He has 85 strength, right? So if you go into a tackle hard, he's going to win the ball a lot of the times. It's just if you're trusting the AI to defend for you, he doesn't quite have those defensive stats to do the job. He does have 78 stamina. He doesn't last a full game. If you're going to start him, you definitely need a substitution to come on and go on in his place because he just he really just blows his tank really, really early in the game, which was something that I felt. When doing these player reviews, we do tend to get the ball to them a little bit more. So maybe it was more of a hindrance because we were using him more often. Maybe in normal games where we're not just trying to get the ball to him to see what he's like, his stamina wouldn't be as bad. And his physical stats were phenomenal as well. As I said, he's got a solid strength, so absolutely not a problem. With 83 jumping as well, he will do a very good job on the defensive side of things with the physical side of stuff. What we're going to do now is jump into some live gameplay from our first game that we played with him, so you guys can see my initial reaction on how I found Kevin Prince Boateng. Go on then, Kevin. Looks like a little one over the top. LBYY. What a ball. Neymar. Oh, what a ball that was, though. Little LBYY, like that. Actually, I will look for him again. Can we beat the man? Penalty! Hey, well done. He baited that in really well, actually. I wanted the Lacoqueta straight away, but he didn't do it. Let's see what he's like on the pens. Always go bottom left, never in doubt. Green time it. Ooh, what a penalty. Lovely. Good tackle. Hit the ball up, drive. Feels really clunky on the ball. Like, his body type you can definitely feel for sure. Turn. Well done. Kevin to carry. Tap that LB to send the Neymar. I just want to carry on driving here. I want to go for that ball at the top of the screen. He's done those passes twice now, which is very interesting. Yeah, like, the way he hit, like, past that ball was very weird, but it was nice, but it worked. Good little carry. Well done. It's certainly going to be like a traditional midfielder and that like he's going to dominate in that battle. It's going to be very difficult to take off the ball. Can we find him? We can. Little dribble. Oh, unlucky. Let's just see if he really like does anything here by himself. See if he offers anything. We're medium work rate, so it's just how much he wants to like really get forward in these sort of areas. Little RBA straight into there. Hakimi will have that. Well done. Is he going to come and show? He just held on the edge then. Good little layoff. Little dink, Mbappe. I've got to hit it. Ooh, not bad effort. You have to hit that when doing a player review. Little RBA, well done. Neymar to turn. LBYY there. Oh, unlucky. And Kevin should get that. Well done. Good battle. Well done. Long shot. Oos! Good save. I just want to like hold and just see how much defensive ability he's got in his own locker here. Just see if he kind of like tracks anything. Which he doesn't really like get back at all there, does he? I think that might be the work rates playing an impact. Good tackle. I didn't even press the tackle button then, actually. That was just Kevin doing it by himself. See if he can use his strength. Just use that L2 to shield. Well done. Look at that. Strong as anything. We'll lay that in the middle. We'll go over one more. Little reverse elastico. Neymar to hit it. Lovely goal. That all comes from Kevin as well. Nice. I'm going to test his like full-on over-the-top through balls if I can. Not really the idea to Messi, but Messi might be able to get onto it. It wasn't a bad ball. It wasn't really the type of place where you play a ball, but I just wanted to see how accurate he was. Got to hit that across goal. Ooh. Unlucky. Not a bad effort. Driven. He makes the run. Well done. Oh, unlucky. Bit heavy touch there. RBA. Perfect. Unlucky. Bad touch from Neymar. From Mbappe, sorry. Gets the penalty, though. Gonna smash this one. Oosh. Oh, it still goes in. Green timed it as well. Feels very good at just picking it up and driving out. Like, you got a man which is very strong in the middle of the park. Quite difficult to take off the ball. Triggered him on a run. Good touch. Oh, can he strength? Oh, unlucky. That was up against Klosterman, to be fair. Not got the most physicals, but obviously got the pace to deal with. Just took a little while to get turning and kind of break away. Test his little position here. Try and get the second man press on. Puts a good amount of pressure. Did enough there, I think. I don't know how it's found its way through, mind you, but where does he show? He still shows on the edge, which is a little bit disappointing. Good pressure. Unlucky. Trying to use the second man press again there. And I'll take that. Thank you very much. Good touch. Little dink. Go on then. We'll carry. We'll carry. Smash it. Oosh. Hey, let's go. What a goal. That's him going to be out of here. That was a lovely strike, that was. Right then, we're back. We're going to go ahead and talk about team links. How does this guy link? How can you get him into your team? Honestly, unless you've got that Pele hero card or a full Bundesliga squad, it's going to be very difficult to link. I put him into my team, linking up to just another player from the same club, just to get him on full chemistry for the purpose of the player review. You have to have a full Bundesliga team, or at least a lot of Bundesliga players to get him into there. If you did the Nkunku SBC, however, could be a, an easier link on that side of stuff. However, I don't think you should play Nkunku and Boateng together in the middle of the park. Their work rates and their lack of full-on defensive stats, I think you'd get torn apart very easily. So I wouldn't advise using them two together. If you're playing them in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and you're going to have someone like, I don't know, Kimmich, maybe Goretzka on stay back while attacking as the holding DM, and Nkunku and Boateng as your ones to go forward a bit more, then maybe I would allow that. But that is something obviously to take into account. His team links, I would have to really link him down. He's so hard to go ahead and get into your team. The longevity of the card, how long can this card last? I don't think very long, for the simple fact of I don't think he's a starter for a lot of people. I think if you're going to do this player moments, Kevin Prince Boateng, he should be a super sub more than anything. Or maybe a card which you can go ahead and do because you've got a lot of untradeable fodder at the minute. He might be useful when icon swaps come around, end of November, start of December, I think it is. But I don't think many people will get him into their starting 11 with the way that the card does feel at the minute in game. Enjoyment of card. How did I find him? Did I enjoy using him? Was he a fun card to use? I think with his long shots, his shot power, long shots at 87, he's definitely a card that you can pull the trigger with from range, which is great to have in anyone's team, right? I think he is very well-rounded. I think he's a good card overall, which made me enjoy him to an extent. It probably wouldn't be a card that I'd go and out my way to force into my team, but just as something to have there as a little bit of a mess around with, playing icon swaps, friendlies, and so on. Then he was a fun card on that side of things. What would I give him overall as my kind of overall rating? I think taking price into account, because this is a very cheap SBC, which I think is perfect value, actually, because he's hard to link, right? I think it is perfect value. I think EA have nailed the price of this card. I would probably go ahead and give him a solid 8 out of 10. And I know that probably seems generous, but I think if you take out to account the links, right, and you just kind of go with how did the card feel in game, he's a nuisance, he's hard to deal with, he's strong, he's physical, he offers a lot going forward. Yes, the defensive stats lack a little bit, but you can get by with that. Then that's what makes him a good card. The stamina is a big weakness, and obviously the links are a big weakness. So I don't think an 8 out of 10 would be about right. Do I think you should go out your way, get him into your team? Absolutely not. Do I think you should do him as a player to come off the bench? Yes. Do I think you should do him if you've got untradeable fodder and you think he's cheap? Yes. Do I think if you're running a road to glory and you're thinking about spending 50,000 coins on him, should you do him? Probably not. I would stay away if I was you. I just think there's cards out there that you can go ahead and get that are already tradable, very cheap right now. Goretzka, when you compare him, Goretzka is dirt cheap. I think Goretzka's about 70k now last time I checked. Let's have a look at him. Even cheaper, Goretzka's 50k. And if you compare him to Goretzka, Goretzka's the better card, plays better in game, feels better in game, and a little bit easier to link as well. So that's how I'd compare that. However, it's all about having fun when you're doing these cards. So should you wish to get him and want to have a go with him, please do. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you guys did enjoy, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.